Hello, my name is Kenzo Velasquez. I'm going to give you a tour today of my experience at DSX as a year one, 15-year-old student. I'm a little old for my grade. I was held back because I've got some learning differences. But despite my learning differences, at my old school, I was student body president. I want to introduce you to my old school self. This is what I looked like. And even though I was student body president, I just didn't feel seen. And that's because the school was focusing on just one part of me, and that was my left hemisphere of the brain. I felt like everything about me, my heart, my story, just wasn't valued or seen. And that's why I chose DSX, because they saw me as an X-shaped human, one that they really valued my story and my strengths, which clearly is not spelling. And they built new skills. They gave me the courage to build new skills, and even more so to find my purpose and my stance. So here, let's go. 7:30 in the morning, one of my favorite times of the day. I'm greeted by a catalyst. That's David. And I see and I feel in David's eyes that he trusts me, that I want to be great, and respects me for what I'm bringing to school, and he loves me. I get dropped off early because my mom's got to work. During intake time from 9 to 11, all kinds of stuff happens. Oh, here's Karina. She's talking with some students about math. I should be in that group because I'm struggling. It's one of my learning differences. I got some processing stuff, and that's cool. I'm working on it. During intake 2, we got some group time with some students talking about kindred and tying it to racial tensions in Oakland right now. There is Donnell working on the Pythagorean theorem. I should technically be working with him, but I'm excited to give you this tour right now. After intake, working on our academic skills, we go to advisory. Yeah, and there's Alejandra. She's giving her story of self, her X-shaped self. There I am with my heart. You can tell it's one of my favorite times is listening and honoring other people's stories. And there's a catalyst listening in on as well. Then we got lunchtime. And then after lunch is C6. C6 is my all-time favorite time of the day. This is when we all work. There's about 50 of us and 3 catalysts. And these catalysts are masters in their craft. Here's science teacher, math teacher, design teacher. And they have worked together to design a really amazing theme, and that is around water justice. So we break up into our own design teams after checking in, make sure everyone knows how they're doing, what needs to get done. Then we get into our design teams where we practice one of our C6 skills, and that is co-construction. We are working together across gender, across race, across difference, across learning styles, and we all feel that we have something magical to contribute. And why? Because it's being modeled to us by our catalysts. Oh, and here's an interesting thing. Here's David. He actually was gone for 3 weeks on maternity leave. Not one sub was called in. Not a beat was missed because we all trusted these other 2 teachers, and we were all in it together. Our teachers are really healthy as well. Here's another thing happening during C6. It's community oriented. So here is a student, oh, there's a catalyst, presenting their learning to the school community and to the community at large. During C6, we also build, practicing critical thinking even while welding, or using a laser cutter. It's also a time for us to practice creativity and cultural competency, which means our teachers need to have that cultural competency. And of course, collaboration. We could talk all collaboration we want, but it has to be modeled to us. There's some students there sewing. After C6, you gotta have time to reflect. So for about a half an hour, we reflect and we chill with our peers. What did we learn? What were our triggers? How can we grow? How can we even be better tomorrow? So we have time to write in our journals, discover our aha moments. Then after that, it's time to practice more. We're gonna practice our academic skills if we need to, or we can just go out into the world. And what my plan is, up here, all right, we got a catalyst and a student talking about the book Malcolm X and how it relates to today. And as soon as I'm done with my tour, I'm gonna head off to Clorox to help them unpack a design challenge they're having. And if you notice, I just walked you through our entire schedule. And that schedule is right here. It's year-round. First year, we build community, skill building. Second year, stewardship. Third year, entrepreneurship. And our last year, we apply to college even if we're not intending. And then we get to go out and practice ourselves, our X-shaped selves, and then come back at the end of the year and share it with the whole school. All right, thank you.